Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen off the play fake. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Allen. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Garindo. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flags shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Allen flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, it's Garindo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Got him. Here we go. Slam. 60 back. Hey, Mike 20.
Purdy. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defense.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Come on, D. Mike 20. Get him. Everyone, Mike 20. Now get up.
Throwing here, Purdy. Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A handoff running right, Garendo. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap. Jim, I'll go 18. 48.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Check it out, check it out. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Allen. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
Throwing now is Allen. And his pass incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Mecole Hardman.
53 yards.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Slot man moves right.
Handoff here, Guerendo.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Julian Love picks it. Pushing his way through.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watch the safety creep.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he works free. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On second down, a run with Garendo.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. Purdy looking to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Danny.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
48 to Mike. Mike 48, Mike 48. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 48 Mike. 48.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Our second down throw for Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the ground, here's Garindo. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll run with Garindo. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. So Allen's going to look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Running right, here's Walker. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But game